Welcome to Scotiabank Concacaf League, the round of 16, leg number 1. Estadio Cuscatlán has hosted some of the biggest games in Concacaf, and tonight from San Salvador, it's CD Fas taking on Perez Zeledon of Costa Rica. Mike Watts with you. So glad you could be along for the ride as fans still filing their way in. This Fas side from about 45 minutes drive away from the stadium in the capital. They're from Santa Ana. They make the way in to San Salvador, where the temperatures are in the mid-70s. Temperate for the moment, but there are potential thunderstorms in the forecast. Right now, 70% chance of rain. Whether or not that could result in some kind of match stoppage remains to be seen, with just a light wind. Well, Fas arriving as the Apertura runner-up in 2017 out of El Salvador. They are the biggest club in all of El Salvador, and they do travel a good number of fans despite being close to an hour away from their home stadium. They've won 17 domestic league titles. While this side from Costa Rica, Perez Zeledon, has never played in a Concacaf international game before. So a little bit of history here. Fas has never played a Costa Rican side, and the Tico side that made it have never played in a tournament of this magnitude. And their chance comes by way of winning the Apertura campaign in Costa Rica. They were able to slay all the giants. We're still playing in various Concacaf competitions, Concacaf League and Concacaf Champions League. The Heredianos and the Alajuelenses and the Saprissas and the Santos de Guapaleses are still the giants. But this Perez Zeledon side has been able to reach just a little bit of history, make a name for themselves in a league that's long been dominated by some of the larger fish. They're led by Keeler Soto, captain of the side, 20 goals since coming back to the club. A group that's shattered all expectations these last couple of years, finishing 4th and making their way through their tournament, the Apertura, to eventually reign supreme as the champions, whereas a Fas side that has always been at that level but has now gone 4 matches without a win in CONCACAF tournaments, all coming in Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League. So perhaps CONCACAF League will provide some form of respite at Estadio Cuscatlán as they try and figure out a way to advance a little bit further. They've never overcome the group stage in their 3 appearances in Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League. And so in this game here today, they could take one giant step forward toward the quarterfinal. It's a Fas side that's desperately hopeful to help raise the game of this Salvadoran league and take them deeper into the tournament they have in years past, as both Fas and Perez Zeledon are trying to reach into uncharted territory, as the second leg will make its way to Costa Rica next week. The winner will face the winner of Arnett Gardens and Arabe Anido, a game that's just now finishing up their opening leg on this Tuesday evening. And so it'll either be the Jamaican side or the Panamanian side that can expect to either see this shining example of the Ticos, or Salvadoran side that's, well, has some major history in CONCACAF, just not in recent years. It's very telling just how much respect players that come to Fas exude. Matias Coloca, their goalkeeper, an Argentine, calls them the Boca de El Salvador. Of course, anytime you reference Boca with an Argentine, you're traditionally speaking to a pretty high level. These fans have come to expect that over the years. And whether or not they can find some tread in this tournament under Alvaro Gomez remains to be seen. Colombian just joining, said that he's very happy with this new project that he's taken on. Is motivated to show his experience with these Salvadoran players, his experience in Salvadoran football. On the other side, you see that Perez Zeledon side, one that really beefed up with the transfer window open in an effort to make the best of this opportunity. Of course, this tournament's winner not only brings home silverware and a financial prize of value, but also a spot in the upcoming 2019 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League. And then all of a sudden, all the doors open up to either Foss or Perez Zeledon. Right now, you're just waving to fans in the stands and fans watching around the region. But if you do find a way to win Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League, which is a long way away, some 16 games down the road of top-notch form, you could find yourself in the Club World Cup. After all, that is what we're looking for. Teams from Concacaf rising up the highest level of possible club football. It all begins here. Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League round of 16 from El Salvador, Club Deportivo Foss, and from Costa Rica, Municipal Perez Zeledon. It's a mystery for now what lies ahead for these two teams. Great opportunity, and fans from Foss hoping that that opportunity could lead them all the way to the biggest club stage on the planet, as Perez Zeledon hopes to find a result here away to Scotland and head back to Costa Rica and find position to make a quarterfinal run. Foss is the home side, and their starting lineup as such. Matias Coloca is a fantastic goalkeeper. The Argentine, last year, one of the best in the Salvadoran League. There were questions about number 28, Victor Montano. Was he healthy enough to play? The answer is yes, and he does start. Dustin Correa is a player that makes his way in from Miami FC of the American Second Division, and now the NPSL, the Third Division. William Maldonado also moves into the lineup, having not played in the last league. A 0-0 draw against Alianza is played here at Estadio Cuscatlan on the weekend, as Raul Renderos is the captain for Alvaro Gomez. Captains meeting with the referees. Armando Villarreal is the referee, 2016 USL Cup. He was the referee in the American Second Division final. He is refereed in some major games, including Copa Centenario in 2016 in the United States. As the rain begins to come down, Perez Zeledon making their way from Costa Rica. And it's a Tico-heavy lineup for the group. The Southern Warriors, they're called. Carlos Mendez is the starter in goal. Keylor Soto is the captain and a phenomenal goal scorer at that. Dennis Castillo is starting at outside back. He is yet to play this year in the two games in the league for Perez Zeledon, as a guy who played in MLS for Colorado Rapids and in the United Soccer League for Charlotte Independence. The available substitutes for both sides leave some high level of talent available, as Irvin Herrera is a stud goal scorer for Foss, available off the bench. On the other side, Perhaps you'll sell Wright, who's shown well in continental competition in years past. Club Deportivo FAS of El Salvador at home in San Salvador at Estadio Cuscatlán, taking on Perez Zeledon of Costa Rica, underway in Concacaf League 2018. A winding road will run all the way to the early stages of November to crown a champion. And the white Zeledon, the touch there, as Nunez knocked it aside. This is Barantes. Barantes from Ascura picked up a red card against Guadalupe, the opener for Perez Zeledon. Started with a bit of a thud, this Municipal Perez Zeledon side. But they picked up the slack by defeating Alajuelense 2-1 in a much talked about result in the Costa Rican Primera Division. Ascura. Nunez got the service in. It's clipped down. A bit of skill here from Perez Zeledon early. Nunez. Service, open header, steered down, and now it's in! Perez Zeledon scores! Second minute of play. It's a dream start for Laurel Cazal. What a way to introduce yourself to Concacaf. The international competition. They've never seen a stage quite this big. Cazal scored 14 goals last year. Beneficiary of a clever little header down. Incredible start for Perez Zeledon. And it was simply too easy. Open headers all over the place. Xavier Garcia and Ivan Flores completely lost. The mark was wide open as Cora knocks it down. Cazal the goal. And Perez Zeledon are off and running. Not just a goal, but an away goal. It's home and home series. Knocked over the top, Correa. For Benegas. Jorge Moran. And there's Maldonado. Correa. Showing good speed, eventually turned away by Nunez. Very quietly, Perez Zeledon has put together quite a nice run of form these last couple of years. They haven't been able to show it on this stage, but they were in Pot A in the draw because of their good form in years past. And they've shown quite well here. They were the champions with the worst aggregate record, having won the Apertura title. Did it with a lesser record than the Clausura counterpart, as Luis Carlos Barantes is fouled. Monguillo. Little back heel flick doesn't come off. Renderos. Here's Moran. His dad Jorge played for Aguila and for the national team in El Salvador. one of the great teams in El Salvador in years past. 5 minutes gone. Second minute goal from Loro Casal. Municipal Perez Zeledon is off and running. 2018 Concacaf League. Foss trying to pull apart Costa Rican side. Moran. Four white jerseys converge and maybe a chance to counter. Benegas. Mendez. Morantes. The home polite clap from Benegas. So Ivan Flores goes to work. Moran. Dustin Correas fouled. Native of Los Angeles, California in the United States. Foss led by Alvaro Gomez. It's been a bit lackadaisical, Foss at the outset. All change quite quickly. Correa. Pressure coming. Amaya. There's no whistle from Villarreal, the referee. It's a sprint forward. Benegas trying to get by Castro. A clean play the other way. Castro has stripped it right back. Escura. Soto. Rumors bubbling up about perhaps joining Alajuelense last year. Came and passed. Amaya. Back the head. Verdea. This hit from distance and collected by Mendez. Guillermo Stradea. Argentine trying to fool Mendez. Getting tugged a bit along the way by Rafael Rodriguez. Foss, the second leading goal-scoring side last short season. They have plenty of firepower. Correa. Correa trying to combine. Correa now. Crowd applauding the effort there. Mendez drives it away. Nunez. Monguillo was with Santos de Guayapolis of Costa Rica in last year's Concacaf League, eventually falling to Olympia, whose 10-year run of Concacaf competitions comes to a quiet conclusion this year, either in Concacaf League or Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League. Well done initially by Nunez, but there's still work to be done. As Cora goes down, play on, Montano. Montano has an incredible background playing in League One in France, Ligue MX. Does look like he gets him from behind. Killer Soto, he'll be jostling back and forth all game long, one would imagine. Venegas all the way up to Matias Coloca. Foss thought they were off to the races, not so fast. As Cora was stripped, and now Montano trying to wind it over the top. Flores. Correa. Will this find Moran? Yes. Correa, heavy touch. Here comes Perez Zeledon. Barantes still sliding challenge from behind. Flores dispossessing it. Renderos booting it out for a throw. Much better Club Deportivo Foss of late. You think about Perez Zeledon without Josun Mitchell, only one of these 7 leading goal scorers last year isn't in the 18 and available on the day. But he led the way, 17 total goals. Well, this is promising as Cora tried to unlock Venegas. Flag is up. This is offside. Just how close was Stradea? Seems pretty obvious. We've had to end some remarkable run. Have him reversing from that deep. Correa is quite direct. Bouncing down, Castillo made quick work of it, may have bungled it, Maldonado. Amaya. Maldonado serving, Montano save, Mendez got down, be able to hold on. Showing that world-class ability of a top division European product. Montano has shown so well for Foss in the early going of his tenure. On the edge of being onside. And there was the flag going up. Nunez trying to dribble away. A little more pressure coming from Foss. Foss sent an assistant. Gonna watch Perez Zeledon get a better grip. On this Costa Rican side. There's a slide out of play. Nothing doing there for Ibson Castro. Jose Jacone, Argentine head coach for the Ticos. Correa slipping ahead. Stradea nearly found Maldonado. Amaya. Well, the referee hasn't made much use of his whistle yet. He'll let play continue on. Castillo to ground. Gazal, goal scorer, second minute of play. Perez Zeledon leaving this entire crowd the edge of their seat right from the outset. It is a road goal in this home-and-home series in the round of 16, the knockout stage, the opening round, Scotiabank Concacaf League in 2018. Slipped away to Azcura. Barantes. Castro. This is Renderos, 6 starts in the Champions League for Foss previous. Up high on Azcura and goes out for a throw. This one of 3 games being played presently. We have the Arabe Anido game with Arnett Gardens. As it recently concluded, 3-0 to Arabe Anido. They put themselves in fine position. See through the second leg and take on the winner of this round of 16, home and home. Moran. Correa, as he split the defense. Goalkeeper's out, Mendez. Waving Stradea back up to his feet. The crowd is at minimum agitated. Now a foul. Montano is grabbing for his back. He's down and rolling around in great distress. So it's a free kick. Salvadoran side. There's Montano. Bit of a harsh aerial challenge. It's Correa on the right and Amaya on the left. Correa, well, he'll want that one back, won't he? in the United States, Oregon Player of the Year. His dad from El Salvador. High school in the U.S., skipped the college game, trialed in Europe. Didn't really find any suitors. These trials can always be so fickle. End up spending time in the North American League, the NASL, with Edmonton. Got her speared out of harm's way, Flores. Monguillo. Header falls nicely as Cora trying to switch the point on this counterattack. Lifted long and handled by Coloca. Montano goes to ground. He'll bounce off the corner flag and be a throw. Perez Zeledon. In that run, it does look like he takes contact from Soto. Maldonado couldn't control. As Cora, pass taken away. Amaya steered aside by Soto, into the ground, a foul. Off on the break, Amaya. Soto has had a very physical opening 23 minutes. It's been in the thick of everything. Amaya away from Renderos. Moran. Correa. That'll deflect off of Vascora. Vascora in pursuit. Hunted upfield by Moran. Maldonado. Amaya. Flores. Under some pressure. Got up high and hit Correa on the way out. With Perez Zeledon. Jose Jacone saying, I just wanted to try and find out what the idea was on this Foss side with a new coach. Perhaps stoking some coals by saying how great they were, but not of late in El Salvador. Benegas overcooks the cross, kept in play Rodriguez. Carrillo. Settled by Barantes. Punches long, caught by Coloca. 25 minutes complete from Estadio Cuscatlán in San Salvador. Foss, 45 minutes away from their home stadium, and they looked like they were a few minutes late getting off the bus. Perez Zeledon, second minute of play, less than 100 ticks into their Concacaf League campaign, onto the board by way of Lauro Casal. Came off a phenomenal goal-scoring season last year for Costa Rican side, the most he'd ever scored in a first division league. And he had scored more in the Ecuadorian second division to a title in that league. Ran as Cora did well, but we'll stay with Foss. Now cheering loudly. Montano goes down. Casal, the goal scorer. You can see hobbling there at the bottom now, the left-hand side of your screen. Good long for Montano. Falls well for Correa. As close as he's been so far. 28th minute, that's better from Dustin Correa. How about this from Foss? Trying to make life just a little more difficult for Zeledon. Gibson Castro will throw. As Felicia Mariscal, the American AR, throwing her flag up. Zal fell down. Maldonado tripped up. Play on. So often you see referees go into a tournament of this magnitude, try and implant themselves in the game early, and perhaps it's a breath of fresh air that Mondo Villarreal has chosen to be a little more open with his whistle. Avoid gumming up the works early on. A referee with a ton of experience in Major League Soccer. Also on the international stage in years past. Lifted for Montano. Play on for Foss. Maldonado did get the cross away. Not much to the clearance here. Carrillo hit from behind. That's got to be a yellow card. It is. To Montano. The 34-year-old Colombian goes over to check on his counterpart here in the 30th minute, but has potential to be really dangerous. And at minimum, he did legally slow down this ball. Perez Zeledon's counter. 30 minutes in the books. Stadio Scotland in San Salvador. Picked up by Coloca. His third season. Salvadoran side. Salvadoran side that won the Concacaf Champions Cup in 1979. That's a precursor to the Champions League in this region. Incredibly proud tradition. 17 titles domestically for FOS. Any conversation of the powers in CONCACAF really couldn't make it too far down the list without considering FOS. Maldonado away from Montano. Get a second chance at this. Maldonado trying to thread that needle. Still more now for Moran. Overlap was there. Correa reversing. Amaya. Flores. Maldonado, a hand fighting, gets away from Venegas. Maldonado, spin away from the second leg of pressure. Amaya, Renderos. Great passing now from FOS. Can it lead to something? Maldonado left it behind as Cura gets it away, only for a moment. Lifted by Flores. Montano. No. Venegas. Is there a counter? There won't be. Well, this has been good from FOS of late. If you think about the scouting report we heard about Perez Zeledon, this ball just out of the reach. Correa with the flag up. FOS was expecting a team strong in the air and intense when the ball was on the ground. It's largely proven true, but at times they've settled back, sat in. Correa, boy, I don't know. Center back. Made that tighter than it needed to be, just being a little bit further back. His compatriots. Nunez goes down. Well, there's something here for FOS. Correa has Montano down the middle. Correa serving back post. Kept up for Montano and away. Amaya wasn't able to do nearly enough. That's really dangerous. Venegas goes down. It's a yellow card. Ibson Castro only signed on July 5th. He's new to the club. He just takes him right out. There's no question what that was. So Venegas is still down. Native of Limon in Costa Rica. Clearly, from Perez Zeledon arguing, and I just don't know what you gain from that. Maybe you can send a message, but you aren't going to end up with the ball. Venegas back to his feet in the way that only a player with 8 brothers would. Knocked down, back up again. Mendez. Zal, second minute. Perez Zeledon, goal to nil over Foss. Side from Santa Ana. Players for Perez Zeledon saying they wanted to make history. Look at this as a great opportunity, challenges and dreams ahead, and fulfill them. This road goal is one step in that direction, but hardly convincing against the Foss side that might have better of possession. Opening half, all told. Maldonado throwing his thumb up at the service. Antonio. There's Monguillo. Crowd appreciates. Garcia. Renderos with Alianza from 2005 to 2010. Called Cuscatlán home. Charging out. Collected by Mendez. All wound out in front. Cleared away by Foss for the moment. Trouble brewing here, though. Nunez. Foss has completed 216, their 230 attempted passes. By comparison, Zeledon just 110 passes attempted. They've been compact and they've sat deep. They've invited the challenge after catching Foss with a totally unexpected early punch. Settled into the game and allowed Foss here at Estadio Cuscatlán to be the aggressor. So the Tigres still trying to unlock Perez Zeledon defense. Antonio goes down hard again. Lifted over the top for Correa. On the other hand, if you want to look at things, Perez Zeledon's side, more than half of Foss's passes come from the three players that most often drop back in their attacking shape. To an extent, that's to be expected from a possession-heavy team. It hasn't necessarily been in the most dangerous of places. Venegas in pursuit. Coloca playing in his first continental tournament. Gibson, Castro. By Nunez. Rodriguez. Mendez. Rodriguez. Rodriguez flicks it through. Cazal knocks it. Where's Cura? On the run by Coloca. Maldonado. Venegas near touchline. Well, he has to be happy. Go on the road, concede the possession. You strike early. They're trying to salt this out. He has said that he doesn't really view second leg being home as all that big an advantage. Venegas is down, slowly reels himself back up to his feet. Carrillo. Correa. Amaya. Take it away, Azcura. There's the switch. We'll find Barantes. Barantes took the wrong end of something here. That ball flew out of play. Ooh. Well, Moran had to land somewhere. Not sure there's really an intent to that. First half stoppage time still on tap in this opening half. 1 minute added time. Correa. and nearly break through. Service. Tanyo is offside. Tanyo and Dennis Castillo are working this out like gentlemen after the fact. I think Castillo just gestured how far offside Tanyo was. Coloca. It is halftime. Armando Villarreal's not having any of it from either side. He's making his way off. Perez Zeledon, they've never played in a Concacaf event before. What an incredible start. Second minute, Laurel Casal putting the Tico side in front of Foss at halftime. First half highlights between Foss of El Salvador and Municipal Perez Zeledon of Costa Rica. Their first appearance at the Concacaf event. The Tico side. The Salvadorans, they won the 1979 Concacaf Champions Cup. That was a long time ago. So both sides a chance to rewrite some history. As we take a look at opening half highlights, how about this? Less than 80 seconds into the match. Ball is knotted down by Azcora on the service in. And Casal in the second minute, right back into his goal-scoring ways of a year ago. Great service by Nunez, but let's be perfectly honest. Flores completely fell asleep at the switch for Foss, and he wasn't the only one. Xavier Garcia as well, unable to pull it all together. And in the end, it's a 1-0 advantage for Perez Zeledon. This is one of Foss's better opportunities of the opening 45 minutes. Maldonado trying to lob over the top. This would be offside from Victor Montano, who was injured in preseason and made his way in. Highest to the sky. Not enough to change this opening narrative for the home side here at Estadio Cuscatlán. Perez Zeledon certainly had less of the possession in this half, and it showed. Not many opportunities in totality. This was easy work for Matias Coloca. We see a turnover forced in midfield. That was one of the better opportunities for Dustin Correa. And, well, Orantes simply stripped, and right bend on it, but didn't have the right trajectory from Correa. This one of the early yellow cards going to Foss's Ibsen Castro. Dangerous challenge from behind. And this Foss side, well, they've got plenty to look forward to, but not a lot to be overly proud of in that opening 45 minutes, trailing by a goal, despite the fact they have that 65-35 possession advantage. They were offside 4 times, and the direct play largely didn't work. Their possession play wasn't nearly incisive enough. It leads to a 4-1 shot advantage, but only one of those were actually on target, and it really didn't prove to be all that difficult for the goalkeeper against them, Carlos Mendez. So it's Perez Zeledon 1, Foss 0, second half moments away. When we started the night, it was actually pretty pleasant outside, 75 degrees. We knew there was a chance of rain. The rain is here. The rain is absolutely here. And players that have walked out of the dressing room less than a minute ago are already absolutely drenched, which is actually a major problem for Foss moving forward. If they are to be the team on the front foot, the field at Estadio Cuscatlán being now soaked will both slow down their passing ability and perhaps be a significant impediment to them getting a ball in the goal here and trying to find an equalizer in this opening leg. This is the 2018 Concacaf League round of 16, leg number 1 of Deportivo Foz of El Salvador against the Municipal Perez Zeledon of Costa Rica. It's Estadio Cuscatlán in San Salvador. This is the opening leg. It's an important road goal that belongs to Perez Zeledon at this point. But if Foz were to find a goal here, it'll put them in much better shape when they make their way to Costa Rica next week. As of now, they simply have really no room for error. Armando Villarreal, whistle to his lips. Hope that is a waterproof watch. Here we go, second half in the pouring rain in San Salvador. She can just see the field becoming waterlogged. Ball bouncing along. It's the red and blue jerseys for Foz trailing a goal to nil. Cazal the goal for the white and blue clad Perez Zeledon side that's on the road from Costa Rica. Also move right to left. This second half of play. They hinted at some lineup changes. And Gomez, the new manager, did not disappoint. Significant ones. Playing this through, maybe a chance now for Foz. Goalkeeper Mendez is out. Ball in front for Montaño. Great defensive recovery run. Rafael Rodriguez getting back, denying Montano the open goal. First corner for Foss. Rodriguez wide of the post. He wasn't last to touch that. It's another corner. Foss has come out, shot out of a cannon. Perez Zeledon scored in the first 2 minutes. Will Foss respond in kind in the first 2 minutes of the second half? The service knocked out Carrillo. Clever return ball off the mark. One of the changes at halftime, Juan Amar has come on for Foss. All through for Correa. 3 different players gesturing for a foul. Won't come. Will break down for Perez Zeledon. That's good work from Castro. He's just going to put that out for a throw. Did much better. Castillo turns it over. Stradea for Montano. Carrillo. Zal, the goal scorer. Carrillo. Rodriguez. Back for Carlos Mendez. New Jose Jacone. This time UCR. Costa Rica. Advantage played. Carrillo. Forklifted out of play. Luis Carlos Barantes is down behind the ball. Well, it's been lively to say the least. First time Club Deportivo Foss has ever seen a Costa Rican opponent. Amar. Oh, whipped. Harm's way. Montano's service discontinued. This will hold in play. Put back by Castro. There's Caloca. 50 minutes complete at Estadio Cuscatlan. It's the first of 2 legs. Foul near the halfway line. Yellow card coming to Ivan Flores. 20 yellow cards in his 69 Primera Division appearances through the start of this year. It's for players like Flores that the detention slip was made. as Cura. The rain is settled, thankfully, and fans returned some part to their seats. Victor Montano gesturing, committed a foul here. Castillo. Carrillo. Knocked down by Cazal. Comes Jorge Moran, who's played with the Cedar Metapon and Foss in Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League previous. Sal knocked it away, but not before a foul on Correa. And the ensuing effort goes sailing out of play. Stradea. Has he found Montano here? Nunez, vital defending, put this out for a corner where Foss has been so very dangerous. Quick restart. Moran returns. Options galore here. Foss can get the service in. It's a goal kick. Well, the home fans are stirring now. It does seem like Foss is onto something. Clever to jump over this, Benegas. Carrillo hangs in for Barantes. Able to sweep it aside. Aymar. Castro, come back to Xavier Garcia. Garcia again, over 60 caps. The Salvador national team. Lackadaisical, Benegas able to move it up the right-hand channel. Away from Carrillo. Carrillo to throw. Remarkably, Carrillo was retired for 6 years and came back to the beautiful game. If he's not one of the stories of this tournament, Perez Zeledon move forward. And boy, I don't know what it is. Their amateur club in this round of 16. Something special. This is hit from way outside. Didn't fool Coloca at all. Here's Carlos Barantes. You think about the plan here behind Concacaf League. And this went from a 24-team competition, heavily dominated by Liga MX and Major League Soccer, in particular, of course, Liga MX. Liga MX that's simply dominated, championship winning, but Major League Soccer traditionally gets a team through as well. This ball knocked across. Aymar, Montano. Stradea, header, in Montano! An incredible introduction to this Foss-heavy crowd at Cuscat Lawn. He's played in Europa League, he's played in Ligue 1 in France, he's played in Ligue MX. But in Concacaf League, a crowd waiting for a savior. Montano rises up over everybody. And the 34-year-old Colombian drives Stradea's header into the side of the net. And on the other side, a response is off the post. Panegas. They got that forward for Perez Zeledon. It's not meant to be. How incredible would that have been? Ball bounding out, fair play. This Foss crowd has been whipped into a frenzy. Don't look now, but they have a numerical advantage upfield. Correa turns on the Jets now. Leaves it off. Stradea further. Stradea now. It's right behind him. Flores lifted over the top. Correa's onside. Ricochets away. There is no handball. Picked up by Mendez. Carrillo couldn't keep it. Stradea, foul. The stadium holds 54,000, and surely nowhere near that number here tonight on a rainy evening in San Salvador. At the height of their cheering prowess. It's become an inhospitable place to play right now. The Costa Rican side, Perez Zeledon. Garcia. These fans see the open grass out in front. They're willing this team forward. Moran. Flores. Despite a torrential downpour at the start of this half that lasted 15-20 minutes. Fields maintain great condition. Ball over the top. Stradea. Mendez reverts back and take over. Well, CONCACAFLeague.com had a feature on Montano, making a positive early impression for Foss. No kidding. Biggest competitive game he's played yet with this club. It's a very short list. Last in Bahrain last year. come in and scored a giant equalizer. They're still trailing by away goals at the present juncture. This first of two legs. Amaya now supported this Foss side at their home stadium. Calls it a dream to play for them. Tournament of this magnitude. Change coming. 63rd minute. Venegas out. Leandro Rodriguez coming in. 22 for 6. What a back heel to set this up. Aymar! No, it wasn't going to count. Flag went up. Opposite touchline. Yeah, it's a good call. Both teams now have used one substitute this stage. Slid away from Carrillo. And you see Leandro Rodriguez coming in, his 6th team in the last 6 years. Venegas comes out, game-winning goal in the Apertura final. Venegas, get this. Perez Zeledon side here. Castillo goes up. Aymar leaping for the ball. There the Ticos warming up. Azcura. Not much to that. Cazal goes down. Referee not conceding one way or the other. Mendez. Lifted away from Rodriguez. Aymar, speaking of the competition, he called it healthy. The Foss dressing room, happy, healthy, eager group. Right-footed blast! It's off frame, sent Mendez flying to ground. And Moran, over 300 appearances in the Salvadoran Primera Division. Seeking to unknot the scoreline, 65-minute mark. Of Leandro Rodriguez. This is a throw for Foss. A little faster the trigger here. Nil-nil draw against Alianza in their opener. Now on level terms, second competitive game. Amaya, ball for Castro. Castro, good interchange. Amaya, brought down Flores. Considered his options, sliced across. No whistle there. Rodriguez is upset. Maya. Fosco to work again. You can see all the fans on the far side of the field up and on their feet, ready, poised to explode. Flores for Montano. Change coming. Javier Liendo. Come on for Rodriguez. There he goes. Rafael Rodriguez, 2 goals against Alajuelense, as many as he had scored in the last 2.5 years. Finished 2 goals to 1. National headlines in Costa Rica. And while it was a lot less flashy this time around, come off certainly having given a good account of himself. Much of a steadying force in the middle third. Second substitute for Perez Zeledon. Rodriguez. Carrillo. Carrillo. Sliding down, nothing there. Zal goes to turf. Scary moment for Xavier Garcia, isn't it? Change now. Correa checking out. Carrillo throws. Second header in. Away from Cazal. Fossev gone to Irvin Herrera, former Santa Tecla player. Played 2016 in the American Second Division, the United Soccer League for St. Louis Football Club. Ball wound across, out of the reach from Carrillo. Nunez, able to slip it through now. It's in from Cazal, but it's offside. Nearly bagged a double. Perez Zeledon nearly gave them the lead again. Absolutely with the 3 further defenders. But Ibsen Castro lollygagging behind. Made that tighter than it needed to be. A second road goal for Perez Zeledon would just be enormous. Service headed away. Alfaro back in. And it's Alfaro rather that came in, not Herrera. He'll have to wait his turn for now. Alfaro coming back. Foss from Atletico Marte. Good turn by Amaya to start this up. There's Alfaro. This did come in off the bench. Alfaro, good looking service. Header back across, off the post. And cleared by Perez Zeledon. This game has had it all, hasn't it? Gazal still down. Pointing towards his bench now from his backside. Slip through. Aymar. Lost it. Pressure coming, and this is away. Like Stradea, who had that last effort. Gazal still down. And Aymar near post. Ball finally does get out. And look at that sliding challenge that sent Gazal to ground. Native of Paraguay. And nearly with the Ticos back on the front foot. Stretcher is out here for Gazal. He did win an Ecuadorian Serie B title. Played all over. Another look back. This previous effort that did hit the post. Diving header on the recycled ball. Gazal still has his hands on his face here. This is not the way he wanted things to end on the night. USL right will come on. That is enough for Gazal. That's the third and final sub for Perez Zeledon. His home-standing crowd. Impressed at the present moment. 15 minutes to go. All up on their feet not too long ago. Game has hit a bit of a lull due to that injury. Castro and Amaya get away. Slip away from Leandro Rodriguez there. Slip through on the right-hand side. Good speed coming from Moran. He's turned aside. Chance now to serve. Stradea away from Montano. Amaya. Now Flores. Amaya again. Upfield from Castro. Alfaro making a driving run. Aymar curling. It bounces in right before that finishing touch came. Mendez. Stradea making his move. Antonio the response, Cazal the early goal. Yellow card comes. Castillo slapping hands with the referee on his way past. Mike Jeffries was his coach at Charlotte, called him the humble, hard-working, a win-at-all-cost kind of guy. Goes in hard there. It's a clear card. Aymar headed away. Well, that's why you put your hands behind your back. That defensive position, there were no questions to be asked. And a foul from Aymar the other way. Elsewhere, Motagua, 2-0 lead over Belmopan. It's the only other Concacaf League game currently in action. The early game, Arabe Anito blowing out Arnett Gardens of Jamaica, 3-0. And it does put Arabe Anito in the driver's seat to face the winner of this knockout stage matchup between Foss and Perez Zeledon. Concacaf League running through the late stages of July to the early stages of November. The spot in Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League on the line. Of course, for all these players, bigger platform than they're used to. Big regional footprint with their eyes on this competition. One that's taken immense pride in welcoming in more clubs than ever before. Chance to cross this. Alfaro off into the corner. But Central America and the Caribbean, the island countries, well represented in this year's Concacaf League. And it is widening the footprint for football in the Concacaf region. Flores able to slip this through now. Stradea! Stradea's done it now. Foss has their lead. Perez Zeledon is devastated. Stradea invigorated. And has this scoreline just been adjudicated? Slipping it inside the near post. That's a great finish. At full speed, incredible touch through. And an equal, if not better, finishing touch from Stradea. Foss leads after trailing 2 minutes in. How about this? A second road goal would be very difficult to understate it. Open up a lot of avenues. Perez Zeledon be able to take this without going to penalties in Costa Rica in the second leg next week. If they can find a goal, a draw on the road with a 2 away goal margin would be enormous. Don't think that's not on their minds. Alvaro Gomez saying they've been working on these kinds of items. Rodriguez offside. Jose Giacone said in their friendlies within practice, they've been trying to get tactical situations. Rodriguez was offside, a very narrow margin. Rain pouring down to Scotland. Perez Zeledon have effectively wasted the best possible beginning in their first ever Concacaf game. Doesn't mean they can't salvage something of note. Amar hampered all the way. Pushing and shoving from Eder Monguillo. Chance now opening for Foss. Was chipped forward. Not by the goalkeeper, but not remotely close to the goal line. Castro. Montano. Bone-crunching block. Player down. Salvadoran side. Alfaro. Referee helping Aymar back to his feet. Still 5 minutes plus stoppage. Wants to Perez Zeledon here. Finished 4th last year. Apertura season, Arellano, Saprissa, Santos de Guapiles. All the major powers of Costa Rican football. Yet it's these Ticos represent their country in CONCACAF League. Their Apertura championship enough. Carry them through to this opening round. It's a yellow card. Comes to the substitute, Javier Liendo. Came on midway through the second half. Surely that must be for a series of fouls. And well, maybe it's that extended forearm looked nearly as significant initially to Julio Amaya. 86th minute, he goes into the book. Yellow cards can be pretty harsh in these competitions. accumulation on yellow cards can come quick and really affect a team. Let's find its way through. It won't. Rodriguez. Alfaro. In transition. It's a foul. Liendo is playing on that yellow card, and he only got it a moment ago. Here comes the final change of the game. Diego Chavarria coming in. Ryvan Flores, these guys playing on a yellow card. One of three for Club Deportivo Fas out. Chavarria in. '88th minute. This is more what Fas were hoping for. They trailed by a goal at halftime. They've scored 2 in the last half hour. They've put themselves in position to go away to Costa Rica next week with an advantage. It's all you can ask. It's a two-legged series, especially when you start at home, finish on the road. Floated at the right channel. Slipped out of play by Nunez. The round of 16 continues tomorrow. Santos de Guapiles and Portmore United. 10 o'clock Eastern time from the National Stadium in Costa Rica. Universitario gets into the action. Walter Ferretti on the side from Martinique. Franciscan, their Concacaf League debut, the only amateur side. That's 8 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time. For the first legs come to a conclusion on Thursday. Tauro Real España, and Herediano and Santa Tecla. Santa Tecla, one of the great stories. Toro as well, years past. Concacaf tournaments of note. 90th minute here. Back by Chavarria. Right flies in pursuit. That's his way from Monguillo. Second road goal here would just be massive. Barantes tries to play it through. This ball up toward right. Caught. A Coloca. 4 minutes added time. Coloca was named the best goalkeeper in the 2017 Apertura in El Salvador. Hasn't had to do all that much. Is there a late charge coming? Perez Zeledon. The Fas take this advantage away to Costa Rica. Castillo. There's a little space in behind here. Rodriguez. Terrific defense. Got up high on Renderos. Got in the way, the handball. Well, this Foss team is gassed. Trailed early, possessed heavily. Yes, Armando Villarreal's watch still works. He's pointing that fact out. The player who's down. As a reminder, time is ticking, but he is counting. Lifted upfield by Castillo. Ball bounces through. The flag is up. This is offside. Still another minute plus. Foul from behind. That's Montano. As it stands now, man of the match for sure. Equalizing goal. Foss needed it most. Opening the door to Stradea to be the hero of the day. Right. It's a throw for Perez Zeledon. Foss holding on. Seat of their pants now. Barantes. Ball flighted. Renderos clears it. Does Foss have one more charge out in them here? Will they be direct? Or will they turn it over? Not much left to be had here. Ball flighted in. Right. Threw his foot out at that. This will be a corner right at the death. Perez Zeledon do have a road goal. Another would not just be an equalizer, put them ahead heading into the second leg with those two road goals. Swinging service away, Castillo. Caloca's got it, it's full time. Perez Zeledon score in the second minute, but it's Foss that have the constitution to hang in here. Montano in his second game with Foss, the game-tying goal. He is the man of the match. And it's a result that Foss so desperately needed. They lead 2-1. They've conceded a road goal as this matchup moves to Costa Rica next week for the back end of the round of 16. A game played on Tuesday, August 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Montano and Stradea overcome the early Laurel Cazal goal from Perez Zeledon, and Foss wins it 2-1 from Estudio Kescatlan. For our entire team, Mike Watt saying thanks for watching and have a good night.